He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We'll take a glance now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he lost the football. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Mayfield on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 21. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, it's wrong. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A 1-yard gain there following down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal. Here, he's going down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 11. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Tackle.
And to give this time to the tailback. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Well, it's It's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Stays on his feet. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Switch.
They run the counter. Benjamin. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Switch gears.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Benjamin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. He was brought down there by Will Parks. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 10 logo. 53, Mike. Switch.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Field. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
90 Wolf. 53 from Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah.
Off play action. Herbert. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Completes it to Benjamin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
To throw from his end zone. Herbert, he finds his tight end Gentry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. From the gun, Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds Howard complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because I tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Let's go. Come on.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals, as they'll have to contend with the New England.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run with Snell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. From the gun on third down. Herbert.
Early down stuff to put this off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No chance. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 43. Big grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Let's go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run. Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Man, I got you.
He'll get it up the middle. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the...
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll 5 at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a... While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It's 4th and goal.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And this one is right through. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10 to 9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man is Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Benjamin looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Benjamin's got it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Herbert. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me.
Safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands.